let's move on to some of the most commonly used homophones. So we are going to start off with homophones for now. The first set of words being chosen here are cash, cash. As I said, homophones are words that are pronounced, that sound the same, but spelled different and mean different. Okay? So I'm going to give you two sentences with these words for your better understanding, after which I will explain the difference. We were happy to find a cache of food. My next sentence is, will this be a cash transaction? Let me highlight both the caches here for you. This is a cache and this is a cache. What is the difference between this and that? Read the sentence and try to get the difference. I'm sure you know the meaning for both the words. This cash means the money. Will this be a cash transaction? It deals with the money. And we were happy to find a cache of food. That means a cache means a hidden storage. So here it means a hidden storage. And this cash means the money. Let's move on to the next set of homophones. Sees, sees. I'm going to give you the example. If someone violates the rule, sees them entry. I'm going to give you an example for the next C's. The monkeys tried to seize the bananas. If someone violates the rule, seize them entry. The monkeys try to seize the bananas. So what are the different seizes here? What does this mean? Seize them entry is stopping them from entering. The monkeys try to seize the bananas. That means grabbing. Let's go through both the examples once again with the appropriate meaning. If someone violates the rule, seize them entry, stop them from entering. The monkeys try to seize the bananas. The monkeys try to grab the bananas. So you should be able to understand the difference between both the words. Even though they are pronounced the same, they do not spell or mean the same. Let's go with the next set of words. Ceiling, ceiling. There goes my example. The light colored ceiling makes the room brighter. The next ceiling, sealing the containers will keep the contents fresh. Let me highlight this ceiling and this ceiling. The light colored ceiling makes the room brighter. So what does this mean? Which ceiling am I talking about? C-E-I-L-I-N-G is the roof, the upper portion of the room. Or the upper limit of the room. So that is a ceiling. Now which ceiling are we talking about here? S-E-A-L-I-N-G. Sealing the containers will keep the contents fresh. This sealing means keeping it airtight. Let's go through the examples once again. My first set of words are cache and cache. We were happy to find a cache of food. This cache means hidden storage. Will this be a cash transaction? Here this cash means the money to be paid. Seize and seize. If someone violates a rule, seize them entries. Stop them from entering. The monkeys try to seize the bananas. The monkeys try to grab. So you should understand how the meaning of the entire sentence changes and be careful not to interchange the words. Next set of words, ceiling and ceiling. This ceiling, C-E-I-L-I-N-G, is about the upper limit of the room. Whereas this ceiling means the airtight ceiling. The light colored ceiling makes the room brighter. Sealing the containers will keep the contents fresh. My next set of words, sell and sell. These words are definitely not new for you. So let me begin with the example directly. She was put in a prison cell for her mistake. I want to sell my car. Let me highlight the cell first. So this cell means a prison cell. She was put in a prison cell for her mistake. This cell means a small room. Whereas this sell means it's an offer to sell something. So I can have it as offer for sale. Let's move on to the next example or the next homophone. Census and census. Let's begin with the examples. The last census showed an increase in population. This census means call me when you come back to your senses. I'm going to highlight the census here and here. The last census showed an increase in the population. What does that census mean? That census means the count, the population count. Whereas this census means sound mental health. Call me when you come back to your senses. That means call me when you are mentally stable and sound. Moving on to the next set of words. Cereal, cereal. My examples are my favorite cereal is muesli. I hope they nab the serial killer. So, what is the difference between this cereal and this cereal? This cereal is like a breakfast made of grains. Breakfast made of grains. Whereas this cereal means arranging in a particular order or arrangement in a series. My favorite cereal is muesli. So this cereal means the breakfast that is made of grains. I hope they nab the serial killer. So this cereal means a person who constantly has a habit of doing something, arrangement in a series continuously. Let's go through all the three homophones once again. Cell and cell. C-E-L-L means a small room. Whereas S-E-L-L, sell means to sell something, an offer to sell. Census and census. CENSUS, census means the count, the population count. Whereas this census, SENSES, means coming back to sound mental health, coming back to the census. Cereal and cereal, where CEREAL means a breakfast that is made of grains, whereas SERIAL, cereal, means something that has been arranged in an order. Let's move on to the next example. Sent and sent. Let's deal with the examples. A penny is worth a cent. I could smell the scent of almonds. Okay, let's deal with these sentences first. Let me highlight sent and sent. So this sent means, what does CENT mean? This cent means a monetary unit. It's a value of money. Cents, it's a US monetary unit. Whereas I could smell the scent of almonds. This scent means the odor, the smell. Next set of words. Cord and cord. The first cord. He named his album The Lost Chord. The next example with CORD. Pull the silver cord to call the maid. He named his album The Lost Chord. CHORD is related to a set of musical tones. A set of musical tones played together at the same time is called CHORD chord, whereas this CORD means a small rope. Pull the silver cord to call the maid. Right? Let's move on to the next homophone. Sight and sight. Sight, the results of the recent survey. That is for CITE. and SIGHT. Our eyes give us sight. Let me underline CITE, cite the results of the recent survey. It means quote the results of the recent survey. Our eyes give us sight. So this sight means vision. Our eyes give us sight. So that is the difference between CITE and SIGHT, even though they sound the same. Let's move on to one last example of homophones. Q and Q. CUE and QUEUE. Act as soon as you get the Q. And QUEUE means we had to wait in the queue. CUE, act as soon as you get the cue. This cue means a signal to begin something. Whereas QUEUE, we had to wait in the queue, means a line, a long line. Let's go through these four homophones once again. CENT, scent, stands for a monetary unit, whereas SCENT stands for the smell, the odor. Chord and chord. CHORD is a set of musical tones played together, whereas CORD is a small rope. CITE, sight, means quoting something, saying something, whereas SIGHT, sight, is the vision that we get through our eyes. Q and Q. CUEQ means giving a signal to begin something, whereas QUEUEQ means standing in a long line. So this is a gist of the homonyms, and as I told you earlier, you can master this only with practice.